8 a.m. Still chilly. And the sun came out too. Sun's shining now. Headed out to the big pasture. I lost something out there yesterday and I gotta go look for it. If I can retrace my steps, see if I can find it. Oh well. Stuff happens. Well, it rained about a quarter inch last night. Yeah. All it did was make the sand wet. You can see my tractor coming in with the ATV. That's where I poured a little bit of one bag of Quikrete underneath that sand. Yeah, I put the sand on it to make it look like the rest of it. There was always a big bump right there. Yeah, when it hit the concrete. Actually, there's concrete underneath that sand, so I'm not sure why there's a bump there now. But anyway, just wasn't finished right, I guess. Wasn't tapered enough. But anyway, I got a smoother ride there now. I put that log there so I wouldn't drive on it for a while till it hardens up. It's only one bag of cement there to make a more gradual incline, so I don't hit that bump all the time. Hit my tire. Yeah, I come out here to look for something I lost yesterday. I looked for it yesterday, but I couldn't find it. So I'll give it another try today. If I find it, I'll let you know what it was that I lost. I've lost it before, but this time I covered more of an area where I was working. So I have to search different areas, see if I can find it. I hope I do. I've had it for a long, long time. Since I came back out here today, while I'm at the top, I'm gonna see if I can get a couple buckets of rock. Maybe more than two. Put some there and put some there. Let's cover up the bare earth part. Yeah, make a little better drive. And with my concrete work here, on this side and this side, and that little patch in here, yeah, that's going to make it a lot smoother ride with the tractors when they come across. When we haul bales, and when I drive the tractor across too, or the truck, anytime I go across with anything, make a lot. And that concrete here, when the water is high, yeah, see how it's been coming out through here, and had a big washout there, make a big ditch there. I had to fill all that in. Well, this here was like that already. The only pavement I had was here and a little bit here, but I fixed that this year. And this wall here, this slab, I keep calling it a wall. This slab of concrete here will protect when the water comes over that way, when it overflows. Instead of going, it might still go across, but it won't wash it out anymore. And hopefully most of it will come down here and then go across. Yeah, across the concrete. That's my improvement on this year. Well, mostly clear skies today. A few clouds. But there's sun too. Well, the rain last night left a few water puddles. Boy, am I lucky or what? Well, sometime during the tree dragging yesterday, when I dragged that tree out first, with the ATV. And then I drug a tree there that was laying away over that way, in that direction. And I had to cut a couple limbs off, and well, that came later. But there was a couple of broken branches over there from this tree here. I took 2 trips to drag them out, drug them over there into the woods, trees. And then I drug another tree, like this one, a little bit smaller. It was on the other side of that log, which was laying that way, the dead one. And I was able to get it over that log, and I drug it all the way out into those trees. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, and then I wrapped it around there and over that way, and I drug it far. I couldn't pull the big end yesterday with the A2, but it was too heavy. So I hooked onto the smaller end, drug it, and at least I swung it around in this direction. So that much I got done. But after I got done with everything, after I got done with pulling that, I realized I lost my utility knife thingy, utility tool. You know, the pliers and knives and saw, file, things like that. You know, everything's connected, all combined. Yeah, so yesterday, before I left, I searched everywhere. Couldn't find it. Searched here, tried to retrace my steps, went over that way, checked every place I dug something, it fell out. And the reason it fell out of my little pouch, my little holder, because whenever I use it to cut a wire, and I think I'm not done with it yet, I leave it open, unfolded, and then I just stick the pliers into my little pocket, but it don't go in all the way. And that's how it falls out. So I came back today, since I couldn't find it yesterday, and we had the rain today, which made, I don't know if it's better or worse, anyway, for searching. But anyway, I checked here again, went down there, checked it again, everywhere there where I had drugged those other trees, couldn't find it. Came back in here, searched this real good. Came back here, I said, well, every time I drug something, I drove the ATV across here. This is how I came out and pulled everything, those 3. So I said, I'll just walk across. Well, I was walking across there anyway, but I couldn't find it until I did. So I'll show you where I found it. Close to that stick. Can you see it yet? There it is. Right there. Right there, covered up with a little bit of straw. I must have walked over this area about 10 times. I didn't see it until I did. I uncovered it. So easy to see now, but with a little straw in there, it was camouflaged. But that's my older one. Yeah, that's my older one. That's a Victorinox. That's my first one. That's a Victorinox. I probably had that one 30 years. Then I liked it so much that I bought another one. One for going to town with, and this one I keep around for around here. And I bought another Victorinox, and they're not cheap either. They're made in England, I think. But anyway, I found it. Thanks to a higher power, I found it. Well, I got it back. It's got lots of tools, and I'm not going to open it up, show it to you, but yeah. I'm just glad that this is my first good one. I bought some cheap ones before They didn't last very long. But this one's heavy duty, and I like this area here. It's smooth. When I use it for pliers, it's smooth. Yeah. I got another one just like it, a better one. There's the other one. I brought it with me just in case I was going to need it. I couldn't find the old one. The old one's on the left, and the new one's on the right. You could say that on the new one, where the shaft is, where the pliers is more beefed up. Yeah, around the bolt that connects them, or the pin. Yeah, it's a little more beefy. Yeah. Still a Victorinox. Anyway, that's what I use. I carry that everywhere, even to town. I'd carry it to church if I went to church. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I got the old one back. Okay, now since I'm up here, I might as well get some work done. Here, I forgot to show you the other side. One side has metric measurements on it, and this side has inches, up to 9 inches. So I can measure anything from 9 inches below. Or I can measure longer too, once it's all folded out. That's what they look like all folded out for measuring. Since I'm here, and it's in the shade still, I guess I'll pick up some of these branches, the smaller stuff, and actually the bigger stuff. The small stuff I could drive over, but the bigger stuff I better pick up. Mostly out that way. I got most of the sticks hooked up over there, but I got a few over here. Yeah, I'll probably need the small ones, but I got to pick up the big ones. Still need to bring the tractor out here when the concrete's dry on the bridge. I got to pull these out with the tractor, pull them out to the trees, get them out of here and out of my way. Yeah, this is what I got to pick up. There ain't too much left, and I'll just throw. This is where that big tree was laying. Most of the limbs are from that, and plus the other sassafras over there, because I had to cut a few off to be able to pull it out. They got tangled together, the top of the limbs. Okay, let's start moving stuff. Take all these limbs and small branches or branches and throw them over there out of my way. Who came to join my party? Yeah, they're nibbling on them tree leaves again. I thought they'd get them yesterday, but I guess maybe they just found them today. Who knows? I don't know where they were when I came up here. I didn't see them. They weren't in the big pasture either. They were somewhere in the woods, I guess, or in the bottom by the south fence. Yeah. There. That's it, Bully. Tear that tree apart some more. That's it. Somebody got chased out. Okay. They're scared of something. Look at him go. No tree leaves today in here. I'm cleaning it up. Bully had his fun on that tree. Well, girls, I only got a few limbs to pick up yet. I got most of them. Still got a few. What? No trees. I might start doing that one of these days. Ah! Flies! You brought the flies with you. Now they're biting me too. Yeah, maybe I'll do that sometime. I'll pick a few small trees in here or anywhere in these trees. Like there's a lot of small trees that got leaves on them. I'll try to cut them down. Of course, they'll probably get hung up in the top, but if I can cut them down, or if I want to, I can use a chainsaw and cut a bigger tree down, and they can have lots of leaves to eat. I used to do that on the farm when I first started raising cattle. To clear the trees, I would cut them down, clear it for pasture, to plant grass. I would just cut the trees down and let the cattle clean them up, and then I'd come back later and cutting them up for firewood. That's back when we were using firewood. Yeah, they're still nibbling on here. I'll leave this open until we get ready to move bales in. What? Sorry, I'm gonna have to sell you. Gotta sell something, and you're my choice. I don't know why. It's either you or that white one outside. Yeah, she's a lot smaller, but I just like her look, her color. Hey, little white bull, you're on the wrong side. That's the yearling bull. Yeah, so how am I going to work in here? Look at that, she's eyeing that hay. Yeah, not today, girl. You gotta wait till this winter. Yeah, back another, what, 6 months or so? Yeah. Okay. I got a few more limbs to pick up, and then I'm done out here. Oh wait, I was going to get some rock too while I was at it. Get some rock on the way down. I don't know why I want to keep her. She's small. The calf is small, but I just like her because she's white and has a black nose. Huh, where'd everybody go? Well, they didn't stick around long, did you? You didn't pick up. Well, you got some energy there today, don't you? You really got some energy today. That's the last calf that was born this year. Yeah, her mama's right there. That's her mama eating on them tree leaves outside. And there's the biggest calf is the oldest heifer, oldest calf. Then these two bulls were next, on either side of her. There it goes again. Boy, it's sure got some energy. I think it's sad because I think it's upset because it didn't get to come in here. Yeah. So that's 4 calves there. There's that one there. And those three bull calves are from last year. Yeah. Oldest, second oldest, youngest. Yeah. 2 weeks between those two, and a month and a half between that black one and the middle one. Okay, gotta get back to work. I'm almost done here. Boy, he don't give up, or she. Her mama's over there. That's her heifer. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, that's all I got left to pick up. There's a lot of them out there, small bunches outside, but I'll pick them up somewhere. I'll pick them up with the ATV and get them somewhere out of the way. Okay, let's finish this little job. That calf still nursing. Yeah, it was small. Cow was small. She's 2 years. 3 years. She's 3 years old, but she just didn't grow very good. She's the oldest She's the oldest offspring of the mama of that calf that's running around. That's her calf. That white one belongs to her. That was her first calf. Her second calf was a white bull by the house. Her third calf was the black one. And this was her fourth calf this year. Right there. The one that's been running around. Okay, they're all headed somewhere else. Yeah. Well, I said I'm gonna, until we move bales up here, I'm going to let them eat this since I got that fence up ready. Right, Bully? They're all going to eat that clover. That white clover. It's real thick right now. It's blooming real good. Hopefully it's reseeding itself. Okay, what was I doing? Well, there's a nice 2-year-old heifer I like. The only thing I don't like about her is she's got a pink nose. But I can overlook that. She gives a good calf. She grew big. Okay, that was Mama Cow's, must have been a bee. Must have been a bee. Yeah, they do that with a bee. That calf again. Hey, buzzard. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, back to work. I want to get this done. So you want to say hi? Huh? That's the oldest calf this year. February 18th. Yeah. And then I think it was that one was next from that striped cow or brindle cow. Oh, the one over there. Yeah. Oh, she was second, I think. And this is the third one. Those two are bulls. The brown ones are bulls. Oh, they're all brown. Those two smaller ones are bulls. And that one there is from that red cow over there. So, okay. Those 3 calves are still with me. That's all I got left to pick up. I made 3 piles, small sticks. The small stuff's harder to pick up. Big stuff is easy. Easy to grab, easy to carry. But these small ones are hard. But I got them. Just got 3 more piles to pick up and I'll be done here. Don't mess up my pile, calves. Are you not listening to me, calf? I said, leave my pile alone. Leave my pile of sticks alone. I gotta move it. Come on, get out of the way. Go eat some grass. That's it. Tear them up. Tear them up. Uh-huh. Yeah, be on your way. Go join the herd. They left you here all by yourself. The rest of them are over there, lounging around. Oh, they're eating too. It's only one lounging because the calves. Yeah, there's 2 there. 3 here makes 5. All right, are you guys done yet? Hey, leave the pile alone. Oh, they're eating those dead leaves. They're eating the leaves, the green leaves. Yeah, they're picking some of them up. But I'll pick up that pile first since they're past it. They're still here. I got 1 more pile to pick up, and I'm done. I'm done picking up sticks. Okay. There's some bark laying there, but I ain't worried about the thin bark. All the sticks are picked up, and limbs, branches. Yeah, cows are still here. But they'll leave when they're ready. I'm ready to leave now. Oh, I got 1 more job to do. Okay, I got a couple buckets on this ATV. I think I can carry 2 buckets of rock. I'll get some more rock from down there and put it by the bridge. Under the gate. Bridge gate. I guess when this big tree fell over here, phone's shaking. I think I'm low in power. It left a big hole. I went ahead and covered it up before I bring a tractor in here. I don't want to break a wheel. Okay, let's go. Oh, I got everything cleaned up except that one log. The 2 bull calves are still in it behind that big tree. They're still over there. And the bigger calf, she left. Yeah, she's way over there already by the other 2 calves. So all the 3 girls are together again. The 3 heifers are together. Or at least, yeah, they're over there. And these 2 here, I can't see them anymore. They're behind that tree. Yeah, they're the bull calves from this year. 2 of them. And I just noticed something. I guess when that tree fell, oh, there's 1 calf. When that tree fell down, this one here, it must have broke something on that tree. So I'm gonna see if, and it's hanging down. So now I got to see if I can pull that down, and I'll use the ATV. I will pull that down and see if I can cut that off because it's hanging too low. Yeah, those 2 guys they're always hanging out together. You come back anyway. I left my handsaw over there on that stump. Yeah, I could pull that down and cut that off somewhere up there. Yeah, that's a maple. Yeah, that's a maple. Yeah. Big one too. Okay, let's finish this job here. There you 2 guys, 2 bulls. Yeah. Yeah, look, yeah, I'm gonna sell that one. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah. Yeah. That one was, the little one was born first. They just don't grow. That's from that striped brindle cow. Her calf from last year didn't grow very good either. So I'm going to sell both of them and plus her this fall. Okay. But I like this red bull, or this other bull here with the black nose. Yeah, he's from that red cow. Yeah. Well, anyway, one more job to do here. Yeah, that'll be in the way when we haul bales in. I gotta stand on the ATV. Normally I use a truck to cut tree limbs. Like those down there, once I bring the truck across the bridge, I gotta trim all those too because they're in the way. With my brother, with his brother's tractor is taller than mine. It'd be even my way now on my little tractor. Anyway, I gotta see if I can cut that off high enough so it's out of the way. Well, I did it. I left them on the ATV because I want to drive them out and throw them someplace over that way where the cows could eat them and they're out of the way. Must be some bees bothering them over there because they keep running around. I think the bees are in the I think they're getting stung, just like I got stung when I walked through some white clover in the hayfield. I got stung on my foot. I think they're getting stung by the honeybees as they walk to eat the clover. That's what I think anyway. That's what I think. I think the bees are bothering them. Or maybe it's just the sound of the bees makes them do that. They just seem restless. I repositioned the limbs so I could get on. Now I'm going to drive it out and throw the limbs over the trees. Well, that's better. Clean out that low-hanging limb that was broke by the fallen tree. That big heifer's back again. Misses her brothers, I guess. Oh, I still have these tree limbs to trim off with the truck. Whenever I can drive across the bridge again. Look, the other cattle are coming back too. They can't get it out. You know, I was thinking maybe I should just cut the whole limb off. Let me go check it out. The maple limbs I threw over there. Here they come. There's hardly any leaves left on that one, boy. Anyway, I was thinking I could just cut those, follow the branch, that big branch there. Where is it? That big branch and that little branch. The little branch are those over there, I think. Yeah. Yeah. And then this big branch, I think this has all the other leaves on it, except for this one here. This one here, it's way at the top. So I'll probably trim these off with the truck, or you know, with the handsaw high enough. But that one there, I think I'll cut that whole limb off. I can back my truck in there. Yeah, I can back my truck in here. And I can cut that off with the chainsaw. Oh boy, maybe not, maybe not. Oh yeah, if I open my gate, or close. If I close the gate, yeah, I could do that. If I close the gate, that tree will fall, or that limb will fall right about here somewhere. So that'll work. Yeah, that way I don't have to trim all the, because, yeah. I know I like it for the shade, but there's still plenty of shade up on top. Okay, yeah. That'll be my chainsaw. Chainsaw them two branches there. Yeah. I ain't worried about that sassafras. I think it's half dead anyway. Okay. What's going on over here? Huh? Oh, they found that. They found that leaf. Oh, they're going somewhere. They're going down. They're going down to eat some more brush down in here. Or to get out of the sun, one or the other. Yeah, those trees make a good back rubber, so yeah, I'm gonna, or scratcher. So I'm gonna pull that one over there, pull that one over there with the others. But I can't, since I'll be using the tractor, I won't be able to pull into the trees. I'll just have to pull alongside them and just leave it set. They can still use it to rub their heads on. And boy, what's going on over here? That's it. Eat those sassafras leaves. Oh, here comes Mama Cow. Yeah, she says, yeah, I want some leaves too. Save me some. Hey, little calfie, that's her sixth calf. That's number 6. First 4 were girls. 5 was a boy, that white one. He's inside. That was born last year. And this year was it. Well, she's behind the bull now. Yeah, they're enjoying this. Yeah, that's a better plan. Instead of cutting these little branches off, I'm going to just cut that whole thing down right there. I could cut the whole tree, but I don't feel like it. It's not that important. Just get these limbs here. Yeah. If I create more sun, well, that's too bad. Okay. Right. I gotta go. I got some rock to bucket up. Yeah, they're all gonna filter into those underbrush there, and they're gonna be nibbling on that. One, they're in the shade, cool, staying cool. There's a lot of stuff growing underneath there. Yeah. Especially on that hill, there's a lot of multi-flower rose they can nibble on. They can't eat too much of it because of the thorns. Yeah, there's that cow I'm going to keep. If I'm lucky, she'll get bigger, but that might be her size from now on. We'll see. Oh, I hate to leave the shade. A nice cool breeze. I don't know what direction it's coming from. I don't know. I think it's coming out of there. Yeah. I think so. It's hard to tell. Yeah. red cow's nursing her black bull. That's her first calf. It's a good one. He's growing good. It's growing better than his older brother, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Mama. Well, that's Mama's first offspring right here, and she had her 4th calf this year. Let's see. The first one was a girl, that white one, and now she had a calf, so that's her first calf. So that makes her a grandma. And then she had a white bull, which is up at the house. Then she had that black bull, which I don't. Oh, he's down there, way down there. Black bull born last year, and this year she had a heifer again. So we'll see. Yeah, at least I'm happy with the ones I'm keeping. And if I have to sell this one here, this striped one, and her 2 babies, one from last year and one from this year, both bulls, I can live with that. I'm procrastinating it. I want to stay in the shade, stay cool, but I got to get some work done. I left and I was down by the gate. There's the one I'm going to sell. That's that striped cow's calf from last year. I just don't like it compared to him. I like the black one better. Anyway, that's what it is. Anyway, I had to come back. I was down by the gate already, ready to do the rock, and I forgot to get my. They call them sinillas in the Philippines with the T. TC, yeah. Vanillas, and they're over there. And because I've been going barefoot picking up all these sticks because the ground was wet, or everything was wet. So I had to come back for them. All right, let's go. That's my Sinillas. Okay, I got my slippers. That's what we call them, slippers. Look at that black one. He laid down there. Over there on the other side. I want to take a look at that. He knows how to relax. Yeah, they're all in the shade. They look like they're penned up behind that gate. You're penned up in there. Yeah, I got a gate there. I could put another gate. I got 1, 2, 3 more gates. I could make a pen here. I don't need one, but I could. Oh, little one. Yeah. Even though you got cropped ears, I'll probably keep you at least long enough to see if you'll make a good cow. Yeah. I'm not too impressed by it. Well, at least this cow, for her first calf, she's got a good udder. Hopefully the calf will grow. Hey, Blackie, taking a break? Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. I got work to do. I don't know if it's just my eyes, but a 1/4 inch of rain last night seems like it made the grass greener and the weeds. Everything looks greener today. I don't know if it's the rain or just optical illusion, or maybe it's just the sunlight. Well, I'm just getting 2 buckets for right now. If I need more, I'll get some later. Rake some rock up from down there with a hoe. Now I'm going to use a shovel to fill these 2 buckets up. Take them down to the bridge. Cloud passing by. Same cloud. Different view. The cloud to the east. But everything else is clear above me. Sun's bright today. Usually I get distracted from my work by a cloud. Well, it's been 2 days since I poured it. Cement there, or concrete cement thing. already starting to turn. I got the 2 buckets of rock. One's going in here. I'll probably need some more in there. And I need one in here too. I'll get some more. I want to, wherever I see dirt, I want to scatter some rock. And I need some more over there too. There's a little bump right there. But most of our wheels are going to be going through here. Yeah, because you gotta go wide to get to make that turn so they don't hit, especially with a long trailer. You gotta go wide. That's why I built that out, so you can go wide and then make that turn so you don't hit the post with the trailer. Okay, let's unload the rock. Well, let's start. I got a little bit. I need a lot more in here. At least 2 buckets in here, I think. And I need one there too. I don't know if I got enough rock left. Wouldn't hurt to put some in that, right behind that wheel. There's a little low spot there. Everything else looks pretty good. I even put some in front of that concrete there. I said wherever there's bare ground. Yeah, and that low spot here. Yeah, in there. Yeah, 1 bucket here. 2 buckets there. At least 2 buckets there. Yeah, I want to bring it all the way out. That's where the water's been flowing. And that's why most of the time my tires will go there. But now I'm going to be driving over here. Try to avoid that area. Give that a rest. Okay, I'm done out here today. Gonna warm up today. Yeah, now I can drive more on this side instead of hugging that. Where I was driving right here on this previous concrete that I had in here, right there and there. That's what I added this year. This, that there, from previous, and now up there, and all of this. That makes it a lot better to go up there, especially with the big tractors and the trailers full of hay. Whenever the flood comes through here, it makes a lot of ripples in here, kind of bumpy. So before we haul bales, I'm going to put the blade on the tractor and blade this up and down, smooth that out a little bit. Yeah, blade it back and forth, just to take out the humps and fill in the low spots. I did that, it was last year I did that, I think, and it helped a lot. A smooth drive, a lot smoother drive. Well, that 1/4 inch of rain last night didn't make a dent in this creek. I mean, it didn't make it go up at all, I don't think. I think it all soaked in. Well, I'm done out here today, I think. So I'll head back to the house now. Yeah, starting about there is where the lumpy this. It's more lumpy on this side than it is over here. This is a little smoother, but it's still got some dips in there. Yeah. I'll wait until that bag of quickcrete I put in there gets hard enough. Yeah, probably bring some more sand down there too. I think I'll start with grading it up the hill. There's a low spot here, and I know where that low spot came from. A mole went across there. A mole. So when the flood came, the flood followed the mole run. It washed it out. Yeah, I remember that mole run. Yeah, and then the ground was loose there, so it was easy to wash it out. Oh, that wind feels good. Sun went behind the cloud and cooled off real quick. Yeah, the wind's from the northwest, so it would be a cool, dry air. Well, today's in the upper 70s. Starting tomorrow, the 31st of May, for about 4 days. I forget when, until Wednesday, I guess. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, 4 days it's going to be up in mid 80s. Yeah, and sunny. So I don't know if they're going to cut my hay or not. I never got a text message back from the one I sent them before about cutting my hay. So I'm sure they're pretty busy trying to get their crops in, their main crops. The hay cutting, custom hire is just a side business. I mean, they cut their own hay, but since they got the equipment, they hire themselves out to cut other people's hay too, and I'm one of them. Okay. Nice looking clouds. There's the one that there's the one that came across the sun. But it's left now. Sun's back out again. Okay. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get back to the house. I'm tired already. At least I accomplished my mission. My main mission today was to find my multi-tool that I always carry with me. And I did it. It took me a little while, but I found it. Yeah, I'm glad of that. That's the view to the north. That's the view to the northeast. And this neighbor here still didn't plant anything. Yeah. Everybody's behind schedule with that rain. In the spring, like in April and March and April, it was pretty wet. Just started to dry out here last week. Oh, gotta go. Looks greener here too. Oh, flies are biting me. Must have brought some back with me. "11:30 a.m. Sunny and warmer today, so I'm going to uncover the lemongrass and I'm going to pull a few weeds around them. Yeah, and then I got a 1/4 inch there, 1/4 inch there, 1/4 inch there. I'm going to give it all to that plant, that one plant. What are you waiting for? Me? Okay, I emptied the buckets of water. I got them set out in case it does rain. At least I collect a little bit of water for the lemongrass. It's a little bit too windy today, but one of these days I'm going to get my weed killer out and spray all the weeds. I got to be careful around that what is it? Sweet potato that I grew in the house all winter, and I transplanted it out here in the spring, and it got set back by the cold weather, but it's starting to come back now. And I still got that one in that pot, the ice cream container. I don't know if it's going to make it. I need to plant it too. I think I planted it over there where the strawy stuff is. But I'm going to spray first. Get all the weeds that are growing again. All that dead stuff, brown stuff, that's from when I sprayed the first time in the spring. Killed all that, but now the stuff's coming up through that dead stuff. Yeah, that's the least I can do in my garden is spray it. Oh, I do have some volunteer tomatoes there. After I have to be careful I don't bother them either. That's where I dump my garbage. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and what was I going to do? Oh, spray it, but not today. It's too windy for that. I'll wait for a calmer day. Morning's the best time to do that when it's calm. Look at that nice, partly cloudy sky. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go in and rest now. A little windy today. Whew. It's supposed to be a lot windy today. But the sun's coming in and out. Little cow. Oh, they're eating over here now. She wants that redbud leaves. She can reach them. That bull following that cow around again. Oh. Well, I guess she ain't bred yet. He's tried several times now. When he was younger. Maybe when he's big enough, old enough, he can get her bred. Look at her. Look how she's reaching for those red bud leaves. Yeah, she likes those. Yeah. If he can't do the job, I'll bring that black bull up here this fall. He'll be 2 years old next year, next spring. Well, actually, next June. Yeah, well, I guess you say next June is in a couple of days. He'll be a year old in June too. Today's May 30th, so next year in June he'll be 2 years old. So maybe he can get the job done. He's 2 years old already now, and either the cow can't get bred back, she's not, but she must be coming into heat because he keeps chasing her. This one here, I don't know what's going to happen to this one. She's never had a calf. She's old. Not quite as old as the old cow. And that heifer there, she's not a heifer anymore. She had her first calf this year, but it was a stillborn. And she was bred by the big bull out in the big pasture last summer. And anyway, it was pretty wet when she had her calf. Wet and cold. But from what I could see when it was born, it looks like it was stillborn. But like I said, he's trying to breed her. Hopefully he breeds her too. She keeps coming back into heat, so that must mean something. Oh, it's just too windy. I don't like to work in the wind. Look at the nice clouds though. Okay. Yeah, look at the wind. Oh boy. Breezy. Oh. It's almost cold. It's supposed to be warm today. It's supposed to be in the upper 70s, but I think it's only going to stay around 70 today. Supposed to be warmer tomorrow, though. Or I hope. Today Friday, yeah, tomorrow, and then next week is supposed to be warmer for a few days anyway. Never did fix that, did I? Looks like the wind blew the nails off, or the stuff. I gotta put some new nails up there. One of these days. Yeah, swallows are flying around. They made a nest underneath this carport. Yeah. And this, I'm gonna have to cut some of these branches off. I just cut the whole tree down. It's in the way here. I didn't plant this. At least not this one. I mentioned it before that this tree, or where the tree is now, you used to have a great big sycamore here. Yeah, but then it got so big that, and then the storm broke some limbs off, and poked a hole in my house roof. This was before I had this carport, and so I cut that big sycamore down. And then I made it fall that way, and I cut it up and burnt it. And about 20 years later, maybe longer, this thing sprouted. Yeah, I don't know if it came out of the, I doubt if it came from the same root or same stump, but that's where the stump was, right there. I guess it rotted over the years. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it just grew from a seed, but it's rubbing. It's rubbing up there, so I just got to do something about that before it tears my roof off. Oh, there's a carpenter bee flying again. I need to spray for them too on a calm day. Yeah. We'll see. Alright. Nothing to do today, it's too windy. Well, at least nothing to do now anyway. I did what I needed to do. I found my multi-tool and I picked up some limbs out in the pasture. There's one thing I could do. Oh look, she's eating my pear. Eating my pear leaves. Oh well. At least I keep them trimmed. That's my front yard. I used to have this fence, this post there with the jugs on it. The jug on it. It used to be over here. Goes that way and then back to the tree. But every time the bull got in that little corner here, the little box here, this cow or one of the cows would come up behind him and he would get out. He had to escape somewhere. So he always went underneath the fence. So I had to redesign it. I took this fence down, moved that post back across there. Now if he gets in that corner, at least he has a way to escape without going underneath the fence. But since I did that, now this post here used to come across there too, because I used to fence that off. I mean, I could fence this off here and open that fence, take that fence down, and then the cow could eat these leaves, which I'm going to do one of these days. I'm going to take them 3 bales out and move them someplace else, and then I gotta move that post back. Move that post back in line with that, make that corner. Yeah, but that means I'll have to start mowing this area here. I'll put the post over there, going across to that post there. Maybe I should do it right now. Yeah. Be done with it. Yeah, I gotta move that post over to where that other post is. Then I'll just have to start mowing this again. Just like I had to start mowing this. Once I moved the gate from here to here, I had to start mowing this again, but it's not much. Yeah. I'm going to move that post there now. There, saw that. Look at that wind. Trim a few branches here too. There's just this one. Oh, it's windy. Yeah. There ain't much I can do in this wind. Nice day though. Nice day. Except for the wind. Got that much done today. Yeah, I got a fence. It's not on. It's just got it tied here temporarily. I probably have to put, if I put cattle in there. What I'll probably do is I'd have to take this fence down right here. Take this down. That's where I got it hooked over there. I'll take this fence down. There's only 2 T-posts and some small posts. I'll take it down and then they can go all the way. And I'll put some of these posts in here. Actually, I might put a T-post there. That way I can still back my bales down in there, pull them in and out without hitting the T-post. Yeah, and then I'll put a T-post and a couple of small posts on the side. Yeah, that way when this weeds start growing in there, get bigger. I sprayed it once this year, but I don't want to spray it again. Yeah, I'll just let the cattle have it. But I might have to put some more posts up by the road so they don't get out there. Anyway, I'll take this down and put more posts up along there, and it'll be good for the summer. First I got to take the bales out, move them, probably move them over there underneath the front of that mower there. I've had them there before. Okay, cattle are grazing down here, and the bull and the other bull cows over there. I don't know if these guys will ever have calves again, but I'll wait and see. I hang on to them because these were my original Highlanders before I started crossbreeding with the Italian whites. 2 p.m. and windy. Well, it's 7:30 p.m. It's time to cover up my lemongrass because the nights still get chilly. I got some volunteer, one there and one over there. I think there's another one down here. I have to pull these weeds out one of these days. I got some volunteer tomatoes. This is my organic garbage dump from the kitchen. And this is a sweet potato, what's left of it, that I grew in the house during the winter. It was all full of vines, and I put it out here at the same time I planted the lemongrass. But cold weather is affecting it. Yeah, it's not doing too well, but it's starting to grow again. But it just needs to warm up. I got another one growing in a ice cream bucket that sprouted in the house, so I'm going to plant that out here too. Still got a few leaves on it. Oh, you don't see that every day. There's a overcast or some kind of something going on there, and it's dimming the sun. Usually it's pretty bright, but with that thin clouds, it makes it look orange. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's about 7:35 p.m. I think the sun goes down around 7 or 8:15. So it's got a while before the sun goes down. But it sure looks eerie. Look at that swallow. It's swooping me. It swooped me. I guess it thought it's protecting its nest. Oh no, it's not me. It's the cat. They always do that when the cat's around. Don't you, catty? You activate those birds. They don't like you hanging around. Especially when they got babies. Yeah. Yeah, those swallows are everywhere. Yeah, look at that sun. I'm not going to wait for the sunset. This almost looks like it's... I've never seen it like this for a long, long, long time. There just happened to be enough clouds. What? The cat jumped on the truck. Oh, it's behind me. Yeah. Hardly ever see it like this. Hi, kitty. It's behind me now on the truck. Good. What? What? Yeah. It's just the conditions are just right. Just enough haze in the sky there to block the sun a little bit. So that's what I've got. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in. The house. The bugs are coming out. Looks like I'll have to eat a few mulberries before I go in. Yeah, there's plenty to eat now. Cows didn't get them all. Hi, kitty. I don't think it eats berries. Probably looking for birds. The birds love these berries, mulberries. Yeah. Yeah, they're all ripe and they're red and black now. Yeah, birds are. Only ones I can eat are on the ones I can reach here on the edge, on the bottom. Cows ate most of them. That limb there looks like it's dying. Yeah. And all the berries are falling on the ground. See the black ones? Yeah. All the way through here. There. Birds are eating them. And the cat's probably out there looking for the birds. Okay. Yeah, well. I don't know how long it's going to be before this branch, this big part of the tree breaks off too. But even if it does, it'll still have this part to survive, so I'll still have berries for a while. Okay, let's go in.